You gotta be right next to it, Kes. You're still a ways away from it. Where are you going? Wait, what are you doing?
No, Dad. It's scary. It's scary. I would never do this by myself, ever.
Okay, where do we begin, Kes? Parallel parking. Why do we do parallel parking? What's the purpose of parallel parking? You don't have to think about parallel parking is people fear it. And the reason people fear it is because you don't do it often. Plus you have to pull in really tricky, in between cars when you do it. So have you ever seen parallel parking spots before? Mm-hmm. With the parallel parking, they're basically roads that aren't big enough to have perpendicular parking, okay, like you're used to. And so cars would park parallel. When you do parallel parking, you have to pull up next to the car that you're gonna park behind. So here's the car you're gonna park behind, and so you're coming in to park back here behind this car, okay? So here's the car. You're gonna pull right up in next to this car, bumper to bumper. Mm-hmm. You're gonna turn your wheel, and you're gonna back right in. Start going back, you'll crank it over, come back, and then you're starting to straighten it out. So the key thing you have to worry about right here is you're going past the car. First of all, you don't rub the corner of that car, right? And then you can't turn back too soon, or else your bumper will hit bumpers with this car. And if you don't turn soon enough, your tires are gonna hit the curb. So it can be kind of tricky coming around that corner. So we'll practice it a few times, just pulling up next to a vehicle, and we don't have an actual car to practice around, and so we'll just use some lines to practice with.
Okay, where do you want me to go?
How's that sound?
Sounds horrifying.
So here, go pull up over here, next to, see the rocks right over here? I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna put those on as if they're a car, if that makes sense.
I have to pull in that little space?
No, that's the car.
I know, I have to pull. Oh, that's the car.
So you're gonna pull up right here, parallel next to this car, and then you're gonna turn it back right behind this car. So that's the bumper, you can't hit that. Okay? But I need you to be able to get in. You have this much space right here, this line. This is a bumper of another car right here. Found yourself a spot to parallel park. So you're gonna go up and pull right up next to this car, bumper to bumper, just like I did in California the other day. You saw it, right? You just go pull right up next to this car, bumper to bumper. Leave only about 2 feet between you. You're still, there you go. Okay, now you're gonna crank it around. And now you don't want to hit that curb, so start cranking it back. And is that your line right there? Yeah. So now you're kind of stuck here, aren't you? You're parking next to the curb, Kesley. That's your parking spot, is right there.
Oh,
so you're still in the middle of the road here. You got to be right next to it, Kes. You're still a ways away from it. Where are you going? Wait, what are you doing?
No, Dad.
Let's get out. Let's switch.
You're not making any sense.
Oh.
You're not making any sense.
Okay. Let the pro show you how to do it.
He's not making any sense.
Okay, let the pro show you how to do it. First of all, you're too far away from the curb. So.
This is so confusing.
Okay, so listen. I've got to park right there. I've got to fit in that spot right there. Between that car and this car, in that little spot right there. Okay. I'm going to pull forward.
Oh.
See?
Ow. Not
right up next to this car. See how close I am to it? I'm about a foot away. Okay? You can't see the rocks. I'm too close.
Okay.
Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and crank it because I can see the car.
Reverse it.
See how I'm cranking it around? Now I'm gonna start going straight because now I can see the rock and I can see the corner of the car. I'm gonna come right back, and I don't want to hit the bumper, hit the curb. Where's my line behind me? Where's the car bumper behind me? Did I make it?
Yeah. You went past it.
But now I pull forward.
What the heck? This is so confusing. I'm so confused.
Obviously I can't see the line behind me. If there's a car there, I can see the car, right? Yeah. But see how I pulled straight in here? And now to get out, same way I got in. Obviously I gotta put my blinker on, right? Because I'm going onto a road. And I come right around here. And I don't want
you smash that other rock.
I don't want to hit it. Seatbelt's on, even though we're only going 2 feet. Even closer, Kes. Remember how close I got? Right there. Stop. Bumper to bumper. Crank it. It's easy because you got a car behind you. You got this line right here. That's your line. Right there. Okay. So now start cranking it back. Back. You're going to hit the curb. Your back tire's going to hit the curb. There you go. Keep going.
I have to go?
You have to. So I may not have given you enough space with this line right here, so let's say it's this line right here. Stop.
I'm like on the curb.
Okay, that's good. So you want to be right on the curb. So now you need to straighten your wheels out. And you need to go forward about, no. You didn't straighten your back. There you go. See, but now you're bumping the back of this guy. So you have about a foot between the guy in front of you and the guy behind you. That's it. So now you gotta back up as close as you can to this car right here. You don't wanna hit him, and now you can get out. And can you get out right here without hitting that car? If you can't, you gotta stop here. Let's just pretend you can't make it. Now, back up. Now you gotta back up again.
I'm pretty sure I'm
now crank it. Before you move, crank it. Does that make sense? Now you got this line right here. Right, Kesley? This line right here.
I know.
Stop. There you go. Now you give yourself a little more room to turn out again. Does that make sense? There you go.
I'm pretty sure I ran over the line.
Now
oh, no, I didn't.
Around. See? Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna need a lot more practice.
Here you go. Practice again. Do it again. We're gonna really practice next to the car. Okay? There's no curb though. Okay? What I want you to do is you're gonna go pull in right next to this car in that parking spot. We got a car next door, guys. Pressure's on. Ready? We're already doing it wrong. Okay, go back forward again.
I know what I'm doing.
Okay, crank it. Keep going, crank it. So you even have to pull more forward than that. Now crank it back. Crank it back. No, crank it back.
Oh.
You're gonna park behind him.
Right.
You're going right behind him. Now stop, because you're hitting the curb. You're about to hit the curb over here. So now stop, go forward, and straighten it out right there. Stop, right there. Does that make sense? That was parallel parking right there. That was actually really good. Should we go into a big parking lot and go park? I'm trying to think, we could go down to, well, there's a lot of cars in it right now. We could go over to the grocery store.
Oh yeah, Harmon.
Or Smith.
Let's go Smith.
Come right on this one and pull in between those two cars right there. Pull in between those two cars.
Yeah.
So make it wide. Make it wider, wider. And crank it. Now his nose is sticking way out there. So make sure you don't hit his back. Now straighten it out. Stop, straighten them out. Good, that was much better. I think you're pretty straight. Close to the line on that side?
Yeah.
You're a little bit left. So what's the problem with not being right in the center? When that guy comes to get in his car, is he gonna hit your car with his door? Maybe. What about this guy?
Possibly. No.
No, you got plenty of room on this side. So that means you didn't get quite in the middle, right?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So that's another thing you risk, is if you don't get right in the middle, the cars next to you are gonna bump you and hit door dings and scratches all over your car. Because you didn't park and you didn't leave them enough room to get in their car. Go forward here and we'll go find another one. Okay, do this one. Because you got cars on this side, you're gonna have to come wide. You can come wide on that. You're still a little early. Crank. Now straighten it out. Keep centered, keep centered, keep centered. Now how much space do you have between that car and yours?
Pretty wide.
And how much space do you have between this car?
Good.
You got a lot of space on this side. Again, you're right, you're pretty close to the lines. You actually did pretty good. We're doing four-wheeling and parking today. And check out the deer up here. See all the white tails? So the biggest thing with four-wheeling is don't get your wheels in those ruts.
My friends and I, we always come up to this spot. It's called the Spot, but this is where we park. We just park, and you can see a whole valley. But, okay, when we were hanging out,
it's not a breakout session spot, guys.
Yeah. Gosh, get your get your brains out of the gutter.
Before you come up right here?
Yeah, see, everyone gets stuck. Okay, so on Friday night,
I want to make sure that truck doesn't come down here. Because if he comes down, it's only one way.
Oh yeah. On Friday night, this car tried getting up and he got stuck. And then my friend even tried and he got stuck too. Like he started sliding backwards and it's really hard.
I don't want my tires in that big rut over there, so I'm gonna stay.
So we're gonna see if we can do it.
Stay right.
We're gonna see if we can do it. I don't know, that everyone gets stuck right where, you see that trail right there? Yeah. Everyone gets stuck right there. It's I
think the ruts might get pretty bad because these ruts are from water running down the hill.
Everyone gets stuck right here and they have to flip around somehow. Just right here.
Somehow?
Yeah. Look at how bad.
Can they not make it over that trail bump right there? Is that their problem?
I don't know. Right, I think so.
Kesley will make this not a problem.
You sure?
Yeah, tires make a huge difference. Does he have good tires on his Jeep?
I don't know. I don't really look at these sites.
Have we already passed the point that you made?
Yeah.
But now I'm going to turn right here because I don't want to fall on that rut.
Okay, wow, we made it. I'm surprised because a lot of people, I don't know, maybe, I guess it's just
that where everyone gets stuck.
Oh, here's another truck. Wow, this would be a cool, nice hangout up here too. Okay guys, we literally were just like up on that hill basically. Well, yeah, that hill. It's scary. It's scary. I would never do this by myself ever. I don't know why boys do it. It's just scary. What if you flip? Like, what if you go off an edge? Yeah.
There's there's a lot of possibilities. That's why you have to be really careful.
Kesley, how did you do with your parallel parking today? Did Dad teach you really well?
Yes.
Do you feel like, did you get it though?
Not really. Like I did, like.
How did she do, Dad?
It's just a process.
She did pretty good.
Did she?
Yeah. It's a process.
Well, you gotta keep practicing. You'll get
Parallel
it.
driving is a fear for everybody.
Parallel
For some
parking.
reason they hate parallel.
Yeah,
It is, it's hard.
That you do not like it.
I do not like it. I refuse to do it, so I just don't. Is it still a requirement for driver's tests? It is then. Okay, so you do have to have it. Yeah, I remember I was terrified when I did it.
What's parallel?
And when I can do it and I park it, I'm like, yes, I nailed it. But I hate to do it. Like, it's not something I really care to do.
Well, I'm just confused. Like, when you're on a busy road, like in LA, Dad parked on the side, but it's like, how did he do it? Because he was on a busy road.
Yeah.
You just have to like stop and make sure no one's coming, and then do it. It's like,
Yeah. Kesley, you're gonna nail it though. You'll get your license eventually, and everything will be fine.
yay.
Yay. End the video.
Oh, thanks so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe. Give this a huge thumbs up.
Is it like a goatee thing? Like you're touching your goatee like a guy?
Just like a beard. Make sure to subscribe. Okay. And see you guys next time. Peace out.